Hey everyone, my name is Julian Manis, your host for Mine and Grind podcast. And today's first episode, I'm with a great friend of mine, Alexis Valladares.
Let's do it, baby.
Let's do it. A real estate
This is
agent
crazy,
with the Breck Group at Lifestyle International Realty.
But honestly, now I'm 26, and I'm like, fuck. I'm closer to 30 than I was to 21.
Yeah, but bro,
So,
I see 30-year-olds, bro, and they're still like they haven't even reached their prime yet. Like,
no. I'm starting to understand and learn that if I just put myself in a good position for like 30 and 40s, that's when life is really like enjoy. Because we're still learning so much now. We're going through so much drama, bro.
Exactly. So much bullshit, bro.
I'm 35 and I'm still learning.
Yeah,
You're
bro.
still learning. So imagine now we're like, oh, bro, we got to be perfect because we're 25 or 26, bro. Again, I'm still learning every single day.
Exactly.
But I think when you're 30, 40s, even 50s, if you stay in shape, if you got your stuff in order,
Yeah.
those are the best years of your life.
Nah,
I think
for
those are
sure.
going to be the best years of our life.
For sure, bro. For sure. Question.
Talk to me.
If there was one thing that you can tell yourself when you first like began your journey and you first knew like, all right, bro, like I'm on my grind, like what advice would you give yourself, from today to that person before?
There's a lot of different ways I can probably answer that question. But the first thing that comes to mind is to tell myself back then that when you accomplish the goals, it's not what it really is, Like
Yeah.
back then we were young, right? So all we thought about was like cars, money, houses. And I was chasing that stuff. So I would burn out very quickly
Yeah.
because that stuff takes a long time.
Definitely.
Like even now when we're starting to see success, we don't have all of that. We don't have the crazy cars.
Yeah.
We don't have like that fuck you money yet. So if you want to have that longevity
Yeah.
to really build something significant, it's going to take 10, 15, 20 years.
Most definitely.
So you have to set up your goals bigger. You have to have a bigger purpose. It can't just be, I want the nice watch. I want the nice car. Because when that shit hits,
Nah.
you're like, that's it?
That's it. Exactly.
That's it?
Exactly.
Like, I obviously, I made a video about this recently. Like, when I get in my car, I'm like, every day I'm like, damn, this car is fire.
Yeah.
But when I'm having a bad day, I'm gonna cry my ass in my car like I would cry my ass in a normal Honda,
Exactly.
So it's about building meaningful relationships with people and striving for something bigger. For me, that's my family. That's what I'm doing it for, and just
bro.
for freedom, time, and all that kind of stuff.
Same here, bro. Same here. When I first started off in insurance, I was super driven by the materials, like by watches, especially. I love watches, cars, bro, houses, same thing. And I started just seeing people around me and seeing how they were driven for the same things and seeing how they are now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't really want to be like that. So bro, I found I started looking more deeply into things. And I saw how my family is, and I see man, I'm in a position where I can really help my family. And if I can make this happen and do what I'm doing now for the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, my family and me, we're gonna be hopefully set up nice.
Nice, bro.
And bro, there's really nobody else in my family that's kind of trying to do what I'm trying to do. Like everybody's kind of going through the motions, going through the day. And for me, bro, I just have this sense of urgency where I'm like, bro, if I don't do this now, if I don't do this today,
you're not gonna want to do it.
I'm not gonna want to do it, or somebody else is gonna do it, and then it's gonna be like, fuck, why didn't I do it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. I want to touch really quick on what you just said, which was what I just said about the money, the cars, and the watches. Like, we want that shit.
Mhm.
Like, we
Exactly.
want that shit.
Yeah.
I want the fucking Rolex. I
Yeah.
want the APs. I want the nice shit. But
Yeah.
it's not just about that, you know. Like,
Exactly.
it's just a part of the package. That's
Exactly.
that's what the territory comes with. But it's not about that, you know.
For sure.
If for example, bro, I mean, thankfully I still have the people that mean the most to me here. Some people unfortunately don't.
Yeah.
But if I would have had the freaking $100,000 Rolex and the Lambo parked outside, but my mom wasn't able to see the video that I'm posting today, it means nothing.
It means nothing.
It means
bro.
nothing,
It means
bro.
nothing.
So, and what you just talked about, the sense of urgency,
Yeah.
We got to go after it, man.
Yeah.
If you're watching this video right now and you're 25, 26, 27, 28, 35, 36, 37,
Yeah.
you can get after it for
sure.
10 years solid and set yourself up for some good times, man. I feel like people they're too soft, They're I don't want to work that much. I don't want to
Yep.
burn out.
Yep.
I'm like, dude, you're soft.
Yeah.
Work your ass off. And when you run into a wall, take a break.
Exactly.
Take a step back, detach yourself, and then get ready to go at it again for another 6 months, because there's so many opportunities in today's era the internet, social media, content creation, that there's no excuse. There's no excuse. Even if you want to go to school and you want to be a nurse or you want to be a doctor, but you know you want that financial freedom because you want to have those nice things.
Yeah.
You can still be a doctor and be a nurse and create content.
Yep.
And be on YouTube and be on Instagram and still make money, start your own practice and control your time. Because at the end of the day, if you're a doctor and you're making 250, 300, 400, whatever, but you're not controlling your time.
Yeah, no.
You don't have anything.
Exactly. It's just a hamster wheel. It's a
hamster wheel, bro, you know? So it's again, not even about the money for us. It's about the time freedom. If I don't want to wake my ass up tomorrow and work, I don't have to.
Yep.
Not even to say that I'm financially free or set or anything like that yet, but I'm in control of my time. You know, I put myself in a position where I have control of my schedule.
Yep.
My mom wants to go have lunch, I can go have lunch. If I want to go visit my sister in Gainesville, I can go visit her in Gainesville.
Yeah.
So that to me is, I'm already there, you know? I'm already at the life that I wanted. It's not about the numbers in the bank account for me, you know?
I hear you, bro. Yeah, man, that's something that I'm really trying to chase right now, that freedom, bro. Just having that ultimate freedom where I can be wherever I want, whenever I want. Right now, with insurance, I kind of have to be in the, like, I can work remotely, but it's kind of better. I personally like working more in an office where I have people around me that I can, like, bounce ideas off, or, like, I hear them sell, and I'm like, damn, I can use that. And
I feel that. But it's like, if you want to bounce, you can bounce.
Exactly.
You know, and I don't have that yet. I don't have that location freedom. You know, I can't just, I gotta put time into my business, and I have to show houses. You know, I have to meet clients. At the end of the day, I have to close deals. But that's just, I always say it like if I already have it, so that it's basically already there. Like a lot of people think I'm like whacked out. Yeah. Like I'm crazy. Like a lot of people that we know think I'm weird because I talk like if I have all these things, even though I don't. But I'm already living it. Like in my head, I'm already there because I already, when I had nothing, I was like that. Yeah. And then now that I'm like, shit, okay, this technique, this manifestation technique and all that stuff, it's real. It's real, it works. So it works, so let me turn it up a notch, you know? Like, I just made a video on the way here. I was like, it's crazy, bro. Like, I would be laying in my bed literally 2 years ago. I still get my snap memories 2 years ago of me at my mom's house with nothing. No real estate license, nothing. And then you forget, bro. You forget. You do, bro. I was showering in my fucking pimped out bathroom of my own house that I bought, that I remodeled. There you go. Getting into one of my dream cars to film a podcast with you. Like, if you told me in 2 years I would have been doing that, no matter how, even if this is your first episode, it doesn't matter. We're doing the thing, and it all works. Everything that you believe can happen will happen. So now it's about how much more can we? Exactly. How bigger can this vision get? Because now I'm starting to hang out. Am I talking? If I'm saying an idea for too long, you cut me off, okay? I love this, bro. I'm hanging out around people now that, like, we think we're doing good. We are. And never compare yourself to other people, because that's a thief of joy. Yep. Don't compare yourself to other people's success, but take other people's successes as an opportunity to understand that there's more out there. Yep. You know? So I'm hanging out with some people now that are like my age, and we talk, right, when we talk about our finances, because I'm very open about that, and like in front of our old friends, they freak out. Yep. Right? Like if we talk about like, yo, like I had a $40,000, I had a $50,000 month, they're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I can't even make that in a year, most of them say.
Right. Yeah. But I'm in conversations now with people who are talking about $250,000, $300,000. Like it's fucking nothing, bro. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna post the shit. He knows who he is when he sees this shit. But I was playing golf the other day with this guy that I recently met, dope ass guy. And we're in the golf cart, right? He's like, dude, I got a fucking trip to New Jersey. And when I land, I have a 3-hour drive to where it is I got to go. But he's like, I don't want to fucking drive 3 hours. Yeah. Gets on the fucking phone, and he's like, bro, he's from New Jersey, so he's got that dope accent. Yeah. He's like, dude, get me a fucking chopper. That's crazy. Get me a fucking chopper. Within 20 minutes, this guy had pictures of, like, multiple helicopters in his phone. Yeah. It was a 12-minute flight. Do you know how much he paid for the flight? Round trip, 12-minute flight. Just take a guess.
20 grand.
10 grand.
10 grand?
10 grand round trip. Bro, 12.
You know what's crazy?
It's crazy, bro.
We're not even that far off of that.
We're not. We're not, because I'm sitting in the same golf cart as him now, you know?
Exactly. And that kind of leads into my next question. So, you know, my dad always told me, if I look at your friends, I can tell you exactly who you are. Mm-hmm. So.
Huge on that.
Huge, bro. Huge. So, you don't have to say any names, but how, like, have you found, like, the 3 most influential people that, like, you know, like, are that push you, bro? Like who are those people, and how do they affect you?
I don't even know if it's like specific people. It is specific people, but it's just the people that you hang out around with the most, you become. So I'm trying, and it's not to say like I just want to be with people that have a lot of money so that I can enjoy what they have.
Yeah.
I want to create genuine relationships with these people and friendships, because at the end of the day, I already understand that that's what's going to take you to the next level.
Yeah.
When I was at point A, right, in this journey of real estate, I was in a good spot, right? And I knew I had to take a leap of faith and be a little uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew I had an opportunity when it is that I joined the Bet Group. And the second I did, man, everything just like
everything changed.
Everything
bro.
changed.
Everything changed.
And people thought it was like overnight.
Yeah.
But it's not.
It's not.
It's just a lot of nights that no one knows about.
Yeah.
And a lot of failures that no one knows about, and then it just happens.
Definitely.
So I learned that experience, and I'm like, okay, I can take this to the next level now. So it's just, my biggest goal for this year was to surround myself with a new group of people.
Nice.
And it doesn't necessarily mean not hang out with my old friends, but it's just like, okay, now
You want to level
I
up.
want to level up.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, you got to level up to those people that are already above your level.
which is what I'm saying. Like, me and this guy started playing, and it's just not him, it's other people that I'm hanging out. I use him as an example because I played golf with him very recently.
Yeah.
And it was one of those days where I'm like, damn, it's just crazy. Like, I didn't even try, like, the intention wasn't even to just hang out. Like, we just started talking.
The stars just lined up.
On Instagram, he invited me to go play golf, and then, like, you get into those conversations, and you're around those people that are on the next level.
Yep.
And you're like, damn, I want that. I want to be hungry now. And and I'm not in like, oh my God, you got more money. That's crazy. Why?
No. And
why?
I love that you say that, bro, because it's not about the money.
There's a cough. It's not about the money
It's
at all.
not about the money, bro. It's not about being around. It's not just being around people with money. It's actually, like you said, having a connection with them, having a friendship with them, so that way, you know that if shit's the fan, you know that they got your back, you got their back.
It's real.
And
like, you want to build a real shit with them. Like, I'm never gonna shoot the shit if I'm hanging out with people that like got way more money than me, and I don't vibe with them. I don't care, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care if you have 15 million, 20. I will not hang out with you. I get along with that guy, so I'm gonna keep hanging out with him. Just like I get along with older friends that I have that don't make any kind of money like I do, or like we do, and I still hang out with them.
Yeah.
Occasionally, because the vibe is there. It's not about money, bro. It's about tapping into like a mindset. Like, they're on the next wave of frequencies of mindset, and it's like, damn, that's cool. Like, I thought I was already there, but they can expand your brain to like, we're the same age, we have the same set of skills. Why can't I do it too?
Exactly.
You know? Why can't we do it together? There's so many resources now, and that's the thing with I wanted to talk about scarcity mindset, bro.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many people now that have like this scarcity mindset where they think they can save themselves to like riches and get what they want by saving money. It's just it's not what it is, man. You have to reinvest in yourself. Like, my advice to any like 25-year-old, 30-year-old, 35-year-old right now that's not making six figures and wants to know, should I buy real estate? Should I invest in the stock market? My answer is no.
Yeah.
You need to reinvest into your business. If you're not making, and I'm just throwing numbers out there, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, $100,000 a month, you should not be touching the real estate industry. You should not be investing in the stocks.
Especially not here in Miami.
No. And I'm telling you that as a realtor, do not buy a house from me unless it's your personal property if you're not making that kind of money, because if you come up on a deal, buy the deal.
Yeah.
But you need to first understand how to leverage yourself before you start doing those long-term plays, because real estate and stocks is long-term play. You don't want to retire when you're 65.
Exactly.
You want to retire, and what I mean by retire is have that location freedom. You have enough resources to say, you know what, I'm going to take my family for a week and go on vacation.
Exactly.
And
location,
in order to do
freedom,
that, you need to build those high-income skills, man. And there's so many, like, you don't have to be a realtor. You don't have to be an insurance agent. You don't have to be a trader. You can literally be a normal person and do stuff on the side that can generate that kind of income. That's where we're living in right now, and no one else has had that opportunity. So I understand kids that grow up with that mindset, because my parents are Cuban. All they knew was go to school, get a degree, get a job.
Get a job, yep.
It's different now. So we have to not bash these people that don't understand that, but just learn how to rewire their brain and be like, yo, that's not the move no more. You know,
exactly.
It's different now. There's different opportunities. And if they tell you, no, because I'm going to school because I just like it. No, you don't.
No,
Shut the fuck up. No, you don't. If you want to be a nurse or a doctor or a lawyer or an engineer because you really like it, do it.
Exactly.
But do not limit yourself to just that. Use that industry and leverage it, and teach other engineers, teach other doctors and lawyers on what your experience was in med school or in law school or in your practice, and leverage, the audiences that we have now with Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and make more money.
Yeah, you can reach so many people in the matter of minutes, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy.
This is going fire so far,
I
I think,
know,
right?
I know.
What do you think, Danny?
It was good.
It's going great, bro.
One of the first podcasts that I did, the guy was like, how many reels do you think you do a week? Like, how many can you put out? And I was like, I don't know, like 50 or 70 a week if I wanted to. And he's like, shut the fuck up. No, you can't. And like 10 minutes into me talking, he's like,
yeah, bro.
oh shit, I almost spilled this.
No,
He's like, fuck, dude, you can, I guess you can, it's just so many times that I just talk about the same kind of things. And
yeah.
it just is drilled into my brain now. This is how I'm wired, bro. Like,
yeah. But to go back on like kind of going against the grain with your family, like I'm kind of experiencing the same thing. Like I went to college for like 3 months and it was basically just because my parents wanted me to go. And I was already doing insurance at the time, and I was going and I was like, dude, this is a waste of time. This is a waste of time. I'd rather be at work building my business than at school listening to somebody else teach me something that I know I'm probably not going to use. And, you know, I've not been getting, but I got a lot of backlash from like my parents, you know, telling me like, you know, you should be going to college, you know, insurance, you know, you need to get, like you were saying, getting a college degree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's hard because at the end of the day, I try to do it because I wanted to please my parents. And you don't want to let them down, you know, because that's all I knew. But you have to understand that if you're going to business college, right, you're trying to get an MBA. If I go on Instagram and I see a guy with their Instagram bio that says like MBA, I'm like, dude, like, you know, I don't want to come at you, but like you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing because you're going to business school to most likely learn from a professor who doesn't have a business, who's pulling up in a Toyota Corolla. Nothing wrong with Toyota Corollas, by the way. Great car.
Yeah.
But you're sitting in this class, ambitious, driven, motivated to learn how to make all this money. And the guy who's teaching you has never failed in business, has never succeeded in business, doesn't have his own businesses.
Exactly.
What are you going to learn? You're going to learn the textbook stuff? That shit doesn't work in the real world. When I passed my real estate exam, I threw the fucking textbook out the door.
Yep.
That shit doesn't matter no more. Go out in the real world, make connections, make, you know, relationships with people, and that's what's at the end of the day going to drive the revenue. It's not about what you learn in fucking business school. So
exactly. You know what did it for me? In my macro economics class, my teacher my professor always walked in with sandals, and I was like, bro, why the fuck is this guy walking in with sandals?
You never know, bro. Maybe he was like a fucking billionaire or something.
Maybe, bro. But
it's a generalization that I just made there because there could be like now. I think Harvard's doing pretty. Wait, I can't really. You were saying something?
No, I said definitely what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna generalize and say that some schools don't have dope things where they bring in, you know, people that are successful and stuff like that. I'm not saying it's a complete waste of time.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you can go on YouTube right now and watch millionaires and billionaires talk like we are right now, and they'll tell you exactly what it is that they needed to do to get to where they had to get, man. You don't need that shit no more, bro.
What's crazy is that people are ignorant and they don't listen, and they just say, "Oh no, like there's something else to it." It's
you know why they do that though, right? Back to what we just talked about. It's who they're around.
Exactly.
They're around the five people that they hang out with the most, or 5 people that don't have shit.
Yep.
And there's nothing wrong with that, but that's all they're being programmed to understand. That's real.
Yeah.
Anybody that tells you that something's not accomplishable, I don't know if that's even a word, or doable or attainable, it's because they haven't attained it themselves. They're projecting their insecurities on you.
Yeah.
If I'm sitting here with you right now, right, and I'm a multimillionaire, let's assume, and you ask me like, hey, bro, do you think this is real? Like, can I accomplish this? Fuck yeah, you can accomplish this. If you ask someone who's never been there, that's crazy, bro. You're gonna run into the dirt. You're gonna fail. Like, it just depends on who you're asking, you know. So get yourself into the tables and the places that have the people that have what you want to have, and you will have what they have and what you want to have and more.
Exactly.
Bottom line.
Exactly, and that ties in with bro. This year, my main focus is just doing the behaviors and the actions for the plan. Like whatever the plan is, whatever my goals are, I just have to figure out what actions I have to take, and then I take those actions, and boom, you're at your goal.
It's not easy, but it's a very simple strategy.
It is.
It's first of all, sitting down and be like, what do I want? Mm-hmm. What's the bigger picture? What do I want?
Exactly.
And then from there, envisioning that in your head. How does this feel, you know, when I get there? How am I gonna get there? What do I gotta do to get there? And then from there, it's data analysis.
Exactly.
Start trying things out, figure out what works, figure out what doesn't, break down on a fucking 3, 4, 5 page PDF, step by step, numerically, what it is that you literally got to do to get there.
Exactly.
If you're a realtor or you're an insurance agent and you want to close X amount of, you know, revenue this year,
what do I got to do for it?
And you've been doing it for 2 years and you already know your numbers, how many appointments, how many people you have to meet with, how many people you have to talk to in order to get one deal. Break that shit down. And then what? 10x it. Like Grant Cardone says, you 10x that shit. And those are the actions you have to take. And it's literally a playbook, a blueprint.
Yep.
It's a roadmap. and all you got to do is get up and do it.
Exactly.
It's hard.
It is.
But if you don't have that, you're going to lose yourself. Like, you know, people, we're in February now. It's in January, people were like fucking on their high horse. Bro, I don't get on that shit no more. There's no high horse in January. It's
always grind time.
It's sticking to the plan, bro. On January 1st, I have the same energy as I have on February, March, April. There's no, that shit dies, bro. That motivation dies.
Exactly.
Most of the time, I don't want to wake up and do the shit I do. You know, I do have trouble waking up.
Yeah.
And that, you know, I'm a night owl, so I usually work till late. But when it counts is when you don't want to do it, bro. When you don't want to work out, you say, you know what? I'm going to do 1 rep. Yep. I'm going to do 2 reps. And if I really, really don't want to fucking do this, I won't do it.
Yep.
If I don't want to cold call today, I really don't want to do it. I'm going to make 1 or 2 calls. Let me see how it goes.
Yep. And then
when you get into it, you're like, bro, fuck yeah, I'm going to do this shit. I'm going to do this shit.
It always happens,
But
bro.
if you sell yourself short and you just don't do it, I'll do it tomorrow, bro. There is no fucking tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
Exactly.
It's right now.
Exactly.
Because even if you tell yourself tomorrow, when tomorrow comes, okay, it's right now again. And you're going to say the same thing again.
Yeah, again and again.
And it's about the discipline, bro. Like, and it doesn't mean you can't have a bad day, a bad week. But the discipline is when you can say, I'm slipping. Yeah. Let me. It's back to execution. You know. Let me get back on the horse. But because no one here is perfect. I don't care who you are. The Rock, the David Goggins guy. Like those people have bad days. Yep. But the difference between them and the normal people that don't get nowhere is that they say, yo, I'm tripping out right now. Let me do this shit. You know? And they still do that shit. That's the difference. I've learned how to. That's another thing, bro. Like when I want some shit, I'm gonna do it. Like I've done hours. Like people see those videos that I post. They're not perfect, but I'm doing the shit myself. Yep. You know, until I have enough leverage to say, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna come in here. You're gonna record my shit. You're gonna edit it. And that's it. Exactly. But it's step by step. And if you don't take that time to learn your business, you're not gonna know how to quality control. Because if I don't know the basics, he can throw me a video and be like, this is dope shit. Yeah. But if it's not, and I know it's, you know, I don't know how to tell him, no, it's not. Exactly. So that's important. Back to the question. That, you know, I think the biggest thing about realtors that's a myth is that you don't need one. The industry is so watered down. The entry level is so, like, attainable and easy. You just pass a course and you take a test. Yeah. That it gets dwindled down, you know, like the quality is not good overall. 95%, I'm just throwing a number out there, of realtors are probably not good. They're probably not very good. True. But a person like me, you know, that's a professional that has taken time to fail in the business, to learn, and to continuously be obsessive about what I'm doing and learn the best, you know, strategies possible. I like being in this industry because it's easy for me to sit down in front of a client and stand out. Exactly. You know, if I was an attorney, it's difficult to stand out. But if you're a realtor, you know your shit, you're going to make a lot of money because you stand in front of a client and it's very, very simple to have that client be like, wow, this is completely different. Just like in your industry, the entry level is probably very simple, you know? Yeah,
the same thing. Same thing. For us, it's pretty much the same thing. You can just get a license, a 220 for 440 license. You can be 18. And, bro, the difference between, at least Goosehead Insurance, between other agencies is just professionalism and service and just knowing exactly what we're talking about. Like, I can get on the phone with somebody and explain to them coverages if, bro, I can be, like, dead asleep or, like, drunk as hell and I can still explain coverages perfect to somebody, like, they understand it, like, perfectly. Yeah. So that's just the difference, bro. If you're a professional in your industry, you're gonna stand out no matter what in any industry.
In any industry, but especially in our industries. And appreciate you for all the shit that you do for us, bro. It's just badass. Like,
appreciate you guys,
whenever
bro.
someone tells me, it's like, oh, who should I go? I'm like, Julian. I don't know much about insurance, but at least for me as a realtor, what I expect from my loan officers and my, you know, title companies and my insurance agents is service, responsiveness. Exactly. You know, quick. Let's get deals done. You know.
Exactly, bro. Because we're a representative of you.
Exactly.
And we want to make you look good. we want to look good too. So yeah, bro. It's and our process is very, very different compared to other places.
Different.
Very different.
I bet, bro. Because the results, again, it's results, bro.
Exactly.
You know, there's really no excuse not to be creating content because it's the quickest and easiest way to just your prospect go on your Instagram and in 30, 45 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, they can have an idea of what your personality's like. Like, can I trust this guy?
Exactly.
Is he gonna fuck me over? You know, they get a feel for you. And a lot of people are probably like, oh, I need a bunch of gear and equipment and a studio and like a bunch of gas. You know, you don't, bro. I spent like $1,500 on my camera, my mics, my lights and stuff like that. It's not even close to being perfect, but it's not about that really. It's about what you're saying and your progress. I guarantee you. What day is it today? February 11th?
February 11th.
2023. February 11, 2027, 28, if we're still on this grind, we're sitting down like the Nelk boys, like Logan.
Oh, for sure.
And doing it big. There's no way if we grind it out for 5 fucking years
that we're gonna stay in the same place.
There's
It's
no
impossible.
way. It's impossible. And that's what I tell people. They're like, I want to do it. They get all motivated, and I'm like, all right, bro, but like, this is gonna take time.
Exactly.
Like
bro.
I've been selling chargers and iPhones and shit out of my trunk since I was like 15 years old, and I'm 26, and I'm like scratching the surface, bro. Like, I mean, in other people's eyes, like I'm a top producing realtor. I make good money. You know, I've had great months. But bro, I'm not even fucking close.
Yeah.
I'm like another 5 years away from like the next big level, and then 10 years away from like the big time, big show, it could be less. You know, it really depends on how much you give yourself. But
exactly,
this is just scratching the surface. But to get, you know how many people would have given up?
Oh, bro. You know how many people have given up?
A lot.
It's crazy.
That's why we're the 1%, and I don't even want to be 1%. I'm already 1% now.
Yeah.
At 26, I'm 1%. I want to be the 1% of the 1% of the 1% of the 0.00001%, bro.
Exactly.
Because the 1% now is what, like, you're making 450K, and I don't even make that much yet, but you can't really do much with that.
I mean, you're something right.
The next level for me is like 100 a month.
Yeah.
100 a month, and that's super attainable. I think that's like super possible in the next 6 months.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
I think that's no questions asked.
Yeah.
And I've been telling myself that for a year. And I'm going to keep telling myself that, because if you don't, it's never going to happen.
Yeah. How do you feel about the real estate with Miami and how it's going? And because, bro, I really don't see it stopping. I don't see it stopping, like, from prices rising. I mean, I see mortgage rates, they have to go down, but at least the prices here in Miami, because of how many people that want to live here, I don't really see prices going down.
It's supply and demand, bro. As basic as that concept sounds, it's really that basic.
Yeah.
I don't think the real estate market is going to crash per se. I mean, I'm not an expert, future teller. I can just go based on what I analyze and what I see.
Exactly.
And if something were to happen, I think Miami's the last, place that's going to get affected by that, because we have so many people coming here from different places of the world to enjoy what we have to offer, that there's no way. Like it's supply and demand, right? So there's not an infinite amount of land that can be built.
Yeah.
We're almost all built out in Miami, right?
Yeah.
Homestead's almost done, bro. There's just nothing else left.
It's crazy.
So in 10 years, people are still going to want to come and live here. And the population is just going to keep growing and growing.
Yeah.
Where are those people going to go? There's 3 options, right? Or 4 options in America where, like, the hubs are, right? New York, California, Texas, and Florida. No one wants to go to New York or California anymore.
Nope.
And
everybody from there is coming over here.
And then you got Florida and Texas.
Yeah.
Texas doesn't have beaches.
Yep.
So where are you going? You're going to Florida. That's it. And where are you going in Florida? You're going to Miami. That's it.
Exactly.
So I think right now, if you want to make money, I mean, get your real estate license in Miami.
That's something that I use as a sense of urgency too, bro. Because I see all these people coming over here, and I know that, bro, like my mom, my dad, they can't afford to pay these crazy mortgages and rents how they are now. And just imagine how it's gonna be in the next 5 or 10 years.
That's why, let's go to that question. I'm gonna wait.
Nah.
Dude, stop. I don't care. I'm not saying I don't care for your business in particular. I can go out and find my own business. So when someone asks me, should I buy now? And don't give me that stupid answer of yeah. I'm like, dude, this is my answer.
Yeah.
I'm buying right now.
Yeah.
I'm looking to buy right now. What are all the rich people doing right now? They're buying. So if you want to not buy, don't buy. I'm going to give you my information. I'm going to update you on the market, give you my analysis, and you take whatever you want to take. I'm not going to try to shove a home down your throat.
Yeah.
But the time to buy is now.
Yep.
You buy real estate and you wait. You don't wait to buy real estate.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter what interest rates are. It doesn't matter what the prices are. If you find a deal, if you identify a deal and that deal makes sense numerically, you buy that deal.
Exactly.
I'm buying my second property now, by the way, under contract. Let's go, baby. Gotta steal, bro. I gotta steal. Yeah. It's fire. When it closes, I'll put it out there. But gotta buy real estate, bro.
Exactly.
You gotta, and again, what I said earlier, I'm buying this deal because it really makes sense.
No.
If I had and I'm really closing with nothing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna throw 50K into a property now to close on it when I can throw 50K into my business, leverage my content, and start making 100K a month.
Exactly.
But when you find an opportunity, because I'm in the business, you do it.
Exactly.
Just like if you're into stocks or whatever and selling courses, and you see an opportunity, you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
So
and something for us to remember is that we're doing all this. At least me, I'm doing all this in order to buy real estate, so that way I can be set for life. Because I wanna have at least 30 doors, and I know once I have 30 doors, like I can decide if I really want to work or not.
Yeah. Again, scooping up properties. I'm not saying that's not something we should be doing at this age, but we we're leveraging high income skills.
Yeah.
We're already there. So when
Yeah.
we can scoop up a property or two, or get ourselves into a good long term trade, that's fine if we understand that it's a long term play.
Exactly.
But our main priority should be getting our money, funneling it back into our businesses, and growing our personal brand, bro.
yeah.
Attention right now is
Everything,
is
bro.
gold.
It's worth more.
It's modern day gold.
Mhm.
Like if I can talk in front of a camera and people can pay attention to me, nothing's worth more than that because I can sell you whatever the fuck I want now.
Exactly.
You know, so
It's crazy, bro.
it's tough, bro. At first, when I started like talking in front of the camera, like it was uncomfortable, you know. But
Yeah. Yeah, for me too.
it is
And-
what it
and-
is.
and-
You've seen me like this. I can like look into the camera now. It's not a big deal. Like you start learning little by little. You can't do that shit, bro. Bro, I couldn't do that shit when I first started. But
voiceovers, shit like that. But like to be in front of the camera.
listen, it's not for everybody, bro.
It's not.
for everybody. And let me touch on something now. People need to identify their strengths.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of people want to do a lot of things and be the best at so many different things. I understand what I'm good at. Personalizing with people, selling, communicating with people. There's other people that are really good at stuff like what you're doing right now, behind the camera, editing. So a person like me has to understand that I'm never going to be as good as him
Yeah.
at what he does.
Exactly.
So I want to leverage myself as much as I can where I can have him on my team now. I don't want to be an editor, top tier editor and a top salesman too.
Exactly.
I want to be really, really good at what I do, focus on that, and then build a team
And then
around
build
me.
a team around
Just like him, if he wants to leverage himself, he's got to understand what he's good at. Be like, you know what? I'm going to start partnering up with people that are creating content.
you. Exactly.
I'm going to start building equity and personal brands.
Exactly.
I'm not good at talking in front of a camera, but I'm going to sit down. I'm going to talk to Alexis. I'm going to say, look, I'm going to shoot all your content. You don't have money to hire me right now full time. I'm going to shoot all your content. I'm going to record all your videos, edit them, and put them out. But when you blow up, I'm 30-40% stake.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Exactly.
So if you,
But people don't think
you
like
just
that.
gotta,
bro.
they
A lot of people don't think like that.
A lot of people want to be I want to be good at this. I want to be good at that. I want to
Yeah.
find one thing, be the best at that. There's so many resources. There's Upwork, there's Fiverr. You can go on there and find a team of people
Exactly.
that are good at what you're not good at. Be
Mhm.
good at one fucking shit. And honestly, if you're gonna be good at something, be good at sales.
Exactly.
But your thing's is sales too. Everything is sales. When
Everything.
you wake up in the morning and you're talking to people and you want someone to be your friend, you're selling
You're
yourself.
selling them.
Bottom line, everything is sales. When you want a client to buy your editing, you're selling them. Everything is sales. So be good at selling whatever it is you're selling,
Mhm.
and then understand that you're not going to be the best at everything and leverage out to build fucking empire, bro.
Exactly. Because when
That's
you
it.
do that, you're buying your time back. When you get your team around you, you're buying your time
Now
back.
you're talking because time is money.
Time is
Time
money,
is way
baby.
more important than me. Like what the story I just told you.
Mhm.
Those 3 hours for that guy were worth more than the $10,000 he was paying for the chopper, bro. It's not.
Exactly.
People will be, oh, he's fucking crazy, dude. No, bro. He
Yeah.
understands that he's gonna make way more money in 3 hours doing the thing than fucking saying I'm gonna be simplistic or practical
Yeah.
and I'm gonna take an Uber or I'm gonna drive. That's
Exactly.
stupid.
Exactly. Bro, what are some things that you're reading or podcasts that you're listening to?
So I used to do a lot of reading. I
Mm.
probably still should, read here and there just to keep those juices flowing.
Yeah.
But I just watch a lot of podcasts now because I think reading can get
At least for me, reading, I like audiobooks, bro. Like reading right now, actually sitting there and looking at a book takes time away from you.
right.
So I can work and listen to a podcast. Granted, I'm probably not gonna like take in all the information, but
Mhm.
the things that I know are gonna, when I listen to them, I'm gonna hear them, bro. I'm
Yeah.
there doing work, and I'm listening to the podcast. I'm not there reading a book. I kind of see reading not as wasting time, but you could be listening to the book and doing something else productive too.
Right. So again, audiobooks, reading is great. I think once you understand the concept and you're in that mindset, you reading, it's going to take you a lot of books to pick up the information you need versus when you first started, you were like reading those books and you're like, damn, like mindset shifting.
Yeah.
Once a mindset's shifting, it's about execution.
Yeah.
So I think now to leverage your time and keep learning because there's always stuff to be learned.
Definitely.
It's podcast because we didn't have that like 10 years ago when we were building that mindset.
Yeah.
Now we have the mindset. We know what we got to do. Now it's just let's learn from people that are doing it,
Mhm.
right? The millionaires, the billionaires, the people that are coming up. What are they doing? Get that information and then practice into our business or our industry. So yeah, I try to read here and there. Like for example, I read a book last year, like
Mhm.
Russ wrote it.
Yeah.
That's a book that I'm going to read because Russ is doing what I want to do. He's got the vibe. I love Russ. So I read the fuck out of that book in like a day.
Nice.
But that was a book that broke down basically like The Secret, How to Win Friends and Influence People, Rich
Gotcha.
Dad, Poor Dad into Russ's eyes. Like from his experience, from nothing to something, he put that shit in his words, you know? And
love
and
that.
I was able to resonate with that book so hard because it's exactly what I'm going through and it gives you hope. By the way, it's called Get Out of Your Own Head, something by Russ.
Got you.
Check it out. because reading The Secret or reading the How to Win Friends and Influence People book, it's like very boring sometimes, you know. But if you like Russ, he put that shit in his own words, bro. Like from when he was in the studio, like bumping, like he would say he'd be in the studio, like, you know, by himself, fucking recording off some shitty microphone, and he'd be like singing the song, like, and closing his eyes and pretending that there was like fucking 20,000 people in the stands.
That's manifestation,
and then like fucking 10 years later, he's like,
that's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah. And that's what you gotta do, bro. Yeah. I'm crazy like that. I get like a massage like twice a week, bro.
Nice. Yeah, bro.
People are like, that's a fucking waste of time.
It's
like,
not, bro. It's needed. It's needed.
I meditate, bro. I close my eyes and I'm like, all right, like, what's my topic today? Like, what am I gonna think about? You know? Yeah. And for me lately, I've been on this tip where like I really want the next level, and the next level for me is like flying private.
Nice.
So you gotta like go into it so deeply where you're like feeling every little detail. You know, like you're waking up that day. Like what's
your purpose for the day?
No. It's not even that. It's like, what are your conversations? Like, I'm putting myself in that moment, right? So, like, when you wake up and you're flying private, like, your other aspects of life have to be already, like, different. You're moving different. You got different money.
Yeah.
So, like, what are your conversations like? Like, what's your daily routine? Like, what car are you hopping in? Who are you talking to? Am I texting the driver or am I getting in my own car? Like,
got you.
So, I just start feeling those things and closing my eyes. And, like, what I mean by feeling is, like, feeling, bro. Like when I used to be in my Honda Civic, I used to like close my eyes and pretend
in the Benz.
Pretend I wasn't in the Benz. Yeah. And boom,
I know.
There's the Benz.
I do that to this day. I'm driving, bro, and I just look at my hand and I'm like, bro, under me is a Mercedes-Benz steering wheel, bro.
And it's not even about seeing it. I'm going to that feeling part, like like
where you can actually feel it.
Hearing the fucking. Remember when we were in the Lambo?
Yeah.
That feeling. Remember I told you I was like, fuck, this is my first time in it. Like it feels different, but I was able to be in a Honda and similarly like feel something very similar to that feeling, because of how deep I was getting into it in my brain, you know? Yeah. And I feel like that's an untapped level of, like, manifestation that a lot of people don't even understand or they think it's weird.
Definitely,
like, I'm scared of planes a little bit. So, like, I'll put myself in that position mentally. Like, I'll go so deep into the meditation where I'm, like, scared.
Yeah.
Because I don't like planes. And it doesn't matter if it's private or not. Like, you're going to be scared if you don't like planes. So that's a practice that a lot of people should do. And when people say meditate, I think that's my version of meditating. Like, you know, diving into like a future moment, and like if you just do that over and over and over again, you're wiring your brain to think like big like that. I gotta afford, and obviously you gotta break down the cost of what it costs to fly private.
Exactly.
You gotta making, I think, like at least 10 mil a year, 10 mil a year to fly private. So then you start shooting for those goals because like you really want that. So it's your thoughts become your actions,
and your actions become your reality.
Your thoughts become your words, your words become your actions. And your action becomes your reality.
Exactly.
Your reality. So
cheers to that, bro.
That's the bottom line, bro.
Cheers to that, bro.
We're gonna be like on the jet in like 5 years.
Yeah.
3 years, 2 years. Let me cut it down. 2 years, and we're gonna like be like watching this clip, and we're gonna be like, dude, that's crazy.
I know, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
It's
because
crazy.
like now that feeling, I'm putting myself in that feeling right now of like
you're in a private jet and you can feel like crazy, yourself in the air.
I just posted a video today of like what I was explaining to me, like what it will feel like for my mom to fly private.
Bro.
Like just sitting in front of her, just there, like her being like stress free. It's not about the jet, bro. It's not about the money. It's about her not having to worry about shit no more, you know?
Yeah. No, definitely.
And I imagine that a lot.
You're gonna get there, bro.
We're all gonna get there, bro. As long as we keep striving.
Exactly.
You know?
And keep doing those actions, bro. If we keep
it's about the execution,
creating content, investing into our own businesses and investing into good investments like real estate or a long-term trade or something like that, that's what's going to get us to the next level.
Absolutely,
and to the level
bro.
that we want to get to.
I mean, we're going to lose along the way.
Yeah.
That's another thing that I didn't understand. You know, when I started winning like a year and a half ago, I started like just having massive wins back to back.
You felt unstoppable.
I was like, yo, this is not going to end.
Yeah.
And I made some bad decisions. You know, I over-leveraged myself, and I'm happy I did it now. And I lost, you know, I lost big.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I did lose when I did, because it taught me a lot of lessons. And if I would have lost at a different point in my life, it would have maybe hit me harder, you know?
For sure.
So you have to understand that any kind of level of success is going to come with the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, for sure.
Definitely.
For sure.
Bro, talking about, you know, obviously actions and all the things we're doing, what are your next, like, maybe 2 or 3 actions that you're going to be doing this year to get to your goal this year?
Yeah, so I have this vision board here. I don't know if the camera can, like...
It's my wallpaper.
Can the camera see it? Can you, like...
Look, point at this camera.
Right there.
I love that.
So I got that thing on my wallpaper. Fire. That's what I'm talking about, man. It's like, that's normal. Having a vision board is normal. You have to have that. So right here I have, I want to do 50 million in sales in real estate.
There you go.
I'm doing loans now.
There you go.
So God knows, maybe it'll be 50 million in total sales, between loans, and I have four files under contract already in a week, which is great,
No, that's amazing. You know what I found out, bro? If you do 2 loans a month, you can make 100K.
A month or a year?
A month. Two loans a month, you can make 100K a year.
A year, right? Yeah, bro. It's not.
That's 2 loans a month, bro. That's crazy.
Well, obviously I have relationships with a lot of realtors and stuff like that. I haven't even started announcing it because I guess whoever sees this video will be the first people to know. I posted some under contracts, but I like being the best at what I do.
Yeah.
I have a team around me doing the loans for me that are really, really good at what they do.
That's the way to do it.
And I'm like the one that brings in the business, But I don't want to ask the people that I have relationships now for like a file or their business, because I want them to just see it.
Exactly.
I want them to see it happening already, and I want them to hear from someone else. Yo, I did a loan with Alexis and his team. Fire.
Yeah.
That's what I want, people to see and understand, because I don't, I don't need to ask you for a file. I want you to be like, yo, I'm gonna send you a file because I heard shit,
Yeah, exactly. That you handle your shit good.
So I'm on that. I want to buy 2 investment properties this year.
I love that.
Got one under contract already. It was the craziest shit ever.
Yeah.
I can't really tell the story right now, but it just fell on my lap, but it really didn't, It just
stars aligned, bro. Nothing
when
ever falls in your lap, bro. Stars align for you because
you've been working for it and you've been thinking about it, and it happens. And the harder you work, the more opportunities you're gonna have.
Of course, bro.
Not every opportunity is gonna be a success or a win, but every opportunity that you get, you should be like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna take this shit hard as fuck, and I'm gonna try to make it work.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I found out. That the more energy and obsession I put into this shit, the more outcome,
more you're gonna get out.
Of course,
the more you're gonna get.
It's cliche, bro, but the more you put in, the more you get out, bro.
No, for sure. And bro, luck is when opportunity meets preparation.
I've said that in one of my videos. That's just fire, bro.
Bro, fire, bro.
Like I'll just catch myself like when I was on that hot streak, when I first, I was like, dog, that deal shouldn't have closed.
Yeah.
I got lucky, but it's not luck. It's like,
it's never luck, bro.
It's not luck, bro. It's just preparation. And sometimes it's not gonna go your way. That's fine, but you cannot stop. You gotta keep pushing
and there's a reason why it didn't go your way.
Always.
And one day it is gonna go your way.
Absolutely.
And then you're gonna be like, fuck, it didn't go for me then, but I needed to learn this so that way it can go my way.
Yeah. So the question was what I got going on this year. So yeah, my income goal is $1 million this year, which is probably like, honestly, like selling myself short a little bit, because I think that Q2, Q3, and Q4 are gonna be insane.
Nah, for sure.
There's so many things developing right now,
and
I have so many relationships that I'm building.
That's amazing, bro.
That it's just gonna start happening from one day to another, So
and just wait till the mortgage rate start cutting down, and then that's when people are gonna be like, yo, start buying for real.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So that's where I'm at. What are your goals this year? What do you got?
Bro, my goal this year is to launch the pod, Mind and Grind pod.
No, it's launched.
It's launched.
Consider it launched,
but I want to get the page to 10,000 followers, at least on Instagram, 10,000.
Don't even worry about that, bro.
Yeah,
to be honest, don't even look at that. It doesn't matter, bro.
Yeah, as far as income wise, I want to make 125K this year. I haven't broken 6 figures yet. I was super close last year.
Well, why? And you know how I am.
Yeah.
Why so little?
It's not.
I'm not telling you it's little, but I know who you are and I know what you're capable of.
Yeah.
Why are you setting yourself up that short?
So here's the thing with insurance, it's a get rich slow process.
You've told me this.
Yeah.
Again, I'm trying to put like a pressure question on you, so you can. I'm not again saying that you're making shit money or nothing like that.
I know.
But the insurance is like more of like the build the clientele, and then it becomes residual, right?
Exactly. So the residuals is where you really start seeing the money. So off residuals this year, I'm already guaranteed like 50K off residuals. So I have to sell, and that goes in with my splits. But I have to sell a specific amount in order to get to 100K. And I've already sold. Well, I haven't sold it, but last year I made 89, so I was like right there, bro. Like 10K, that's probably that's another month.
Well, let me ask you a question. What was your goal last year?
My goal last year was 100.
Okay, so now I'm gonna put you onto my mindset, right? And this I learned the same way you did. I set a goal and I was like, damn, I hit it or I got close. Mm-hmm. Like, let me test out something bigger, right? So my goal last year I think was 300 or some shit like that. I made like 300 or something like that. Because when you set a goal, like your action plan is kind of based on that goal. Mm-hmm. So no, last year was 500.
Okay.
And I fell short. I hit like the 300 mark. This year I'm like, fuck it. Why not $1 million? Exactly. Like, why not $1 million? If I fall short, I'm going to fall short at 700,
I hear
800,
you.
500, 600, but I already just almost doubled what I had before.
I hear you.
So even if you don't know how the fuck you're going to get there, if you program your mind for 120, you're going to work for 120. And if you fall a little short, you're going to be like in that mark, you know, because we're good at goal setting and executing.
Yeah.
Now I'm making this shit personal.
Nah,
I don't know how the fuck I'm going to make $1 million this year, but I catch myself, it's very early in the year, but I catch myself like, damn, if I wouldn't have set my goal that heavy, I wouldn't be grinding this hard. And that little opportunity right there wouldn't have presented itself. I'm like 3 big moves away from like pounding like 300-400 grand away. And I that wouldn't have been possible if I wouldn't have opened my mind to that
bigger goal.
And it's not just about the goal. It's about then writing that plan of like, how am I going to get there? You know?
Yeah.
Again, what are the odds I really make $1 million? I don't know. They're probably pretty high because shit happens. I make shit happen. But it's about that rewiring your mind to like, yo, anything's possible. Even if your insurance business is set up in a different way, if you tell yourself 500 or 300,
there's a possibility.
Your brain's going to be like, all right, now I got to expand.
Yeah.
Now I can't just do insurance. Now I gotta find out, you know, what else I can, because I don't like those multiple income streams.
Yeah.
Now I gotta find out how I can leverage my insurance into more money.
Exactly.
But if you tell yourself 120, you're gonna be like, yeah, I can knock that out with insurance.
Yeah.
But if you tell yourself 300, you're gonna be like, I gotta do some other shit because I take my shit personal.
Oh, for sure.
So now it's $1 million, and people will probably laugh at that shit. I'm like, all right, if you're laughing at my goal, I'm not talking to you ever again.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck. You know,
Ningu 125 no more.
You feel me though? Like I'll talk to my team, and I'm like, yo, you're a bitch.
It's true, bro.
Like you want to make 200, you're soft as fuck.
I hear you.
And whoever takes that the wrong way, don't follow us. I don't know, bro. But it's not about like being arrogant or cocky. It's about that's how it works. Whatever you tell your mind is possible is what is possible.
Exactly.
Bottom line, bro.
Exactly.
So honestly, I think now I'm like, fuck, am I selling myself short of $1 million? Iman, I mean, I don't know. I gotta dive into that guy's story, but that guy's a fucking G. Bro. That guy's a G. But you get me though, like.
Yeah, no, it's
whatever
doable,
you tell
bro.
your brain. It's 100% doable. And if you and I'm that kind of guy that if I fucking make a goal and I don't hit it, I'm not gonna be like, dog, you're a bitch, you didn't hit it. I'm not gonna talk down on myself. I'm gonna be like, fuck it, let's double up.
Exactly.
My goal last year was 500. I didn't even fucking come 80% to that goal. I made like 300.
Yeah,
and I doubled up.
Exactly.
Most people are like, they'll get soft about it. They'll be like, no, I gotta set a smaller goal. I gotta be more realistic.
Yeah.
That word is detrimental to your mental, bro.
You know what? You know what other word? Tired. I
get tired, bro. What the fuck?
Bro, I haven't
I get tired as fuck, but it's about
I haven't
mental
said the
discipline.
word tired in the last like 3 months. Bro.
No, I don't say that word, but we get tired, of course.
No, yeah, we get tired.
Of course, bro.
But bro, I believe it so much in like what you put out. Exactly what we were saying. What you put out is what you get back.
Right.
So if you're constantly saying, "Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I don't want to do it."
Of course, you're gonna be tired.
Oh, I'm gonna
bro.
do it. I'm gonna do it next week, bro. It's never gonna get done. You're always gonna be fucking tired.
Of course.
You're never gonna get shit done, and you're gonna be asking, "Yo, why is this all happening to me when you're in control of everything?"
Let's go to that victim mentality. It's like one thing that's really helped me get to the next level is accountability.
Oh, for sure.
Even when I'm not the person that fucked up, right? In a business deal or in whatever, in a relation, I'm like trying to find a fault.
Yeah, there's always
I could have done something more to control the outcome of this situation.
For sure.
I'm gonna blame myself, and I'm gonna, because if you don't blame yourself and you don't hold yourself accountable, even if the mistake wasn't driven by you mainly, you're not gonna identify that as a learning opportunity.
For sure.
Because if you think you didn't fuck up, you're not gonna be like, damn, there's nothing to learn from there because I was right.
Exactly.
But if you constantly tell yourself like, I could have maybe done something else to fix that.
For sure.
You're gonna keep learning and learning and learning and learning.
For sure, bro.
Like if you're late to some shit, like I was like 5 minutes late or some shit. I hate being late.
Yeah.
I'm either not gonna show up, I'm gonna bail.
Yeah.
Or I'm not gonna be late because those people that are like, oh, I was late because of the traffic or the car accident. Wake up 30 minutes earlier or wake up an hour earlier.
Bro,
everything. If you break it down to a micro level, you're pretty much at fault for every little thing in your life, except for tragedy.
For sure.
Everything that happens to you is a result
of your
actions, whether it was yesterday, a month ago, a year ago, or 10 years ago.
Yep.
That little compound effect of habits and actions led to whatever the fuck's happening today.
Exactly.
100%.
Bro. People forget that your actions have consequences, bro. And you can
good or bad.
Good or bad. The consequence would be now, tomorrow, a month from now, a year from now,
right.
10 years from now. Like, bro, I have loan officers that I literally DM'd 3 years ago.
Boom. Deal.
3 years ago, and literally this happened 3 weeks ago where one finally hit me back up.
Mm-hmm.
And he's one of the top loan officers for his brokerage. And, bro, 3 years. 3 years. I've been waiting for this guy. And now he's
It happens, bro.
It happens.
It happens.
It's just planting the seeds, bro.
It's planting seeds, and the shit that happens to you again is a byproduct of every single decision that you make.
For sure.
We all have like 1,000 decisions we can make at a time.
Yeah.
I could have canceled today. I could have kept playing golf or whatever, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do this shit.
Yeah.
This is what I've been dreaming about. This is fire. Like, we're gonna put out some great content.
That's crazy you say that, bro.
But it's people don't understand how massive every little decision they make throughout the day is in the long term.
Exactly.
It compounds over and over and over and over again, bro.
Imagine this video.
Bad or good or bad.
Exactly. This video right tomorrow can have like 100 views, and then in a year or two,
or like when we blow
views.
up in 10 years, this video can get like the 1 million, 2 million views that it deserves. You know, because we're saying some legit shit.
Exactly.
But people just have that short term like vision, you know. And I'm not saying I'm perfect or I have that perfect long term vision, but I try to like learn as much as I have in the past couple of years by being accountable.
Yeah.
You know, by like being brave enough to say, you know what, I fucked up. Even if I really didn't fuck up, like if it was someone else's fuck up, something way before that could have been done differently by me to prevent that.
Yeah.
I could have trained you better.
For sure.
I could have shown you the way better. You know, it's my fault. Don't worry about it. We'll fix it.
Yeah.
But I also try to teach people that are working with me, like, I don't like people that are like, no, it's your fault. Maybe it was, but I don't give a fuck. This is a learning opportunity, you know? Let's learn together.
Exactly.
Let's be accountable for shit. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. Having the sack to be like, I'm wrong is amazing, bro. It's powerful.
It is, bro. And that's how you level up.
That's how you level up. That's one of the, there's so many little aspects, bro, you know? But that's one of the key aspects, holding yourself accountable.
For sure. To go back on our conversation, do you feel like you have trouble, like, staying in the present? And you're always thinking of the future.
For sure. That's
something that I get, bro. And for me, it annoys me and it frustrates me, but I understand it too. Like
it's hard.
It's hard.
So what I tell myself is that if you're feeling depressed, you're thinking about the past, right? If you're peaceful, you feel aligned, you're living in the moment, you're in the present. And if you're anxious and you're like jittery and you're like, you know, out of control with your thoughts, you're thinking about the future.
Yeah. Damn, that's so true, bro.
Present is hard, bro, because there's so many things that we want to accomplish.
Yeah.
And it's just it's hard for me, man. I'm very anxious all the time.
Yeah.
But you just gotta like realign.
Yeah.
And understand that like the present is important for your future, you know, and also the past too. Like a lot of people like to neglect the past and not think about it. I think the past is super super important for the present and the future, like learning from your mistakes, from your traumas.
Yeah.
A lot of our issues now are byproducts of our childhood trauma.
For sure.
And a lot of people are afraid to like face that, you know, and you got to face that shit, bro. I have 1,001 issues, bro. I'm like, if people see me on social media and they think I'm perfect, I'm far from it.
All of us are.
But we are all, you know, we're all far from it. But we just have to understand that if we face those issues and understand why we're acting the way we're acting, it will only not control our actions in relationships, but in business, you know? And if we tap into that resource of like understanding our behavior, we can just become so much better, you know? So I think going through like sadness and not depression, you know, like sadness and like going through those thoughts and understanding why am I acting this way, you know? Like something had to have happened to me
for sure
for me to be acting like this, you know? So I think that's important to have like that courage to go back into those moments deep. Yeah, because like what happened to us as kids, we're all different, right? But it's buried in the subconscious. It's not even close to there, so we got to dig deep.
For sure.
Like we can't just close our eyes and, oh yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Because like our brain automatically is gonna be like, that was so traumatic. I don't even want to revisit that
shit anymore.
So you gotta like close your eyes and like suffer, bro. You gotta suffer that shit again, and then you'll catch yourself and you'll be like, that's what happened. That's why I act the way like I act sometimes.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And that's super
and
powerful.
You can use that as an example so that way history doesn't repeat itself.
Right, exactly. And it's mainly with relationships, bro. But again, relationships and business tie in together, because if you're going to fuck over a client or something like that because of something that happened in your past, you might not even know you're making a mistake.
Exactly.
But if you don't know you're making a mistake, then you're going to keep making the same mistake. You know?
And it even ties in on how the way you sell too.
Of course.
Like I just learned from my sales coach that exactly what we're talking about now. Your childhood affects the way that you sell.
Mm-hmm.
Let's like I gave an example where, you know, my mom always bought everything on clearance, or always bought everything on discount, or always wanted the cheapest thing. So now when I sell, I automatically think that everybody wants the cheapest option.
Absolutely not.
Where a lot of them don't. A lot of them actually want good coverage, want to be told, you know, hey, look, this is the better option for you. And I had to switch that. And
scarcity mindset, bro. There's again nothing wrong with it, man. It's just the way they were raised because there wasn't the opportunities that we have now. They didn't have back then. A lot of our parents fucking risked their life to come here.
Yep.
So we got to make it right by them, you know, and not come at people in a way of like, you're an idiot because you think this way.
Yeah.
But like there's a different way to go about it, you know, like the people that have money here do not want the cheapest shit.
No,
they want the service and they want the coverage and they want the quality.
Yeah.
But a lot of us were raised like with that, you know, like, bro, when I would get a paper towel to go fucking clean a spillage, you can only get one paper towel.
Yep.
That wires your brain to like think that there's not there's an infinite amount of money or paper towels, bro. When I get when a Coke spills in my house now, I'm like, give me the whole fucking roll.
Yeah.
Give me a fucking throw that shit on the. But again, even if I'm not in the best financial state at that time, telling my brain over and over again that there's an infinite amount of resources reconfirms my thought process. Because if I'm tight, right, like. I've been in this journey. People on Instagram probably think that I'm fucking loaded. Yeah. I'm really not. I have a lot of leverage, right? I'm creating an audience now, a personal brand and stuff, but there's been tough times, even within the good times.
No, definitely.
But throughout all of that, I've never, ever cut that mindset of like, you know, abundance. Yeah. I've never gone back to the scarcity mindset. Yeah. Because if you do, you're going to fall back into, I got to start saving now. This deal didn't close, so I can't do that. It's about being smart too, but about understanding that your brain operates at a level that we might not even understand. Exactly. So we got to keep feeding it that positive reinforcement of like, all this shit's still possible. You know, you're just going through a rough patch.
No, right. If you don't have the positive mindset, you're not going to win.
Yeah. And one thing I probably do want to say is that a lot of people that watch our videos and my videos and your videos coming up, like it's all about positive talk, right? Yep. And as a young entrepreneur, when I would see motivational stuff, I was like, this is great. Like that life is great, but the reality is that most of the time it's not. No, we're fighting a lot of mental battles that people don't see, and that we don't share because we're trying to continue being positive. Exactly. But it's very hard, to anybody out there that wants to do this shit and do it, you know, for real, there's a lot of hardship that's gonna come with this, and a lot of mental strength that you're gonna have to build in order to really get to where you want to be. Because 95% of the time it's anxiety, stress. Sure. And hardship, bro, you know?
But it's worth it, bro.
Of course, bro.
It's worth it. At the end of the day, it's worth it. If you do the actions, and you're going to go through hardships, you're going to have the anxiety, you're going to have the stress. It's worth it, at the end of the day, it's worth it, bro. It's worth it because just look at the people that don't go through all that and look at what they have, and then look at the people that go through all that and look at what they have. And then you can choose your route. You can be like, all right, if I want these things, I'm going to have to do the same things these people did. And they had a bunch of stress. They had anxiety. They had people they had to take care of. They had people they had to pay. You know, there were times where they didn't have any money. They didn't know where the fuck was going to come from. But they made it happen because they had a positive mindset. They didn't have the victim mindset or scarcity.
The victim mindset, bro. Like, bro, you know how many things I can literally be like, damn, why did this shit happen to me?
Of course, bro. I can literally tell you a million things right now.
Of course.
Like, I can literally be like, why did this happen to me? This shouldn't have happened to me.
You can either look at it like, the question to ask is, why did this happen to me? And then you can either look at it like, why is this happening to me? Or like, why did this happen to me? Let me understand it so I can like, make sure it doesn't happen again. Exactly. You know, there's this saying. I mean, it's super cliche. It's like, tough times create wealth. Wealth creates easy times. Yep. Easy times creates hard times. So like, if you're a person that grew up with money around you, you know, I did when I was younger. There was money around me. Yeah. And I got that side, and I'm happy I did. But then it really hit the fan, bro, at like a really crucial point in my life, and that shit hit me hard. Yeah. If it wasn't for that, it wouldn't. This wouldn't have happened. Yeah. None of this would have happened. Yeah. So if you're a man, you should be like, I want to fucking go through it. When I have my kids, if I have my kids, I'm gonna try my best to simulate the environment I grew up in
into them,
where my development really, skyrocketed, because I took my shit that happened and I was like, all right, I'm gonna fucking make something out of this. You know, I experienced what the good life is already at some point when I was very young. Yeah, I want this again. But if I wouldn't have gone through that hard shit, I wouldn't have the drive, the motivation. People that grew up with a lot of money, unfortunately, for the most part, they're never put in that like red zone. Of
they need diversity, bro. You need diversity in order to grow.
It's not even. I don't think it's about diversity. I hear you on that. It's about that fear of like there's nothing to fall back on. Yeah, like
it's not diversity. It's adversity.
Adversity. But like obviously, if you know, when I'm gonna be well off, it's gonna be really hard to simulate adversity for my children. Yeah. You know, but when you, like, again, I was never, like, I was always very blessed and taken care of, even when shit hit the fan. Like, I never had to really worry about my roof over my head or the food on my plate. Yeah. but it's different for everybody. You know, we go through a bunch of different shit, and if you don't go, like, if you don't have the privilege, because at this point I see it as a privilege
For sure.
to go through hardship, it's unfortunate because you're not going to be built the same way.
No, for
Any
sure.
high value man at this point in time went through hardship and really, really bad hardship and trauma.
Yeah.
If you're with someone, if you're a girl and you're with a man that's a fucking badass and a G at what they do, that man suffered like fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So that's what I want for my kids. You know, I want them to suffer at some point, and I got to figure out how to simulate that environment without obviously causing really bad trauma, but like they're going to have something to fall back on. And I don't want them to, because it doesn't create a soldier, it doesn't create a warrior, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
All these people that you see that are fucking making crazy money and they have this mindset that's unbreakable. They went through the hardest shit ever, bro.
Yeah.
For real.
No, it's true. It's true.
I want to be able to provide for my kids.
No,
for
for
sure.
sure. For sure. But
But
you also don't want to.
It's like how, because I don't know yet, right? I don't fucking know. How do I make sure that this person doesn't grow up entitled? Because like, unless I earn my shit, like if you told me right now, like a lot of people are like, wouldn't you wish you won the lottery? I'm like, bro, I give every single penny away.
Yeah.
Every single penny away, because that shit was not earned.
Yeah.
And if it's just not earned, it's not about the money again, bro. It's not about the money.
It's not.
It's about the fulfillment. It's about
Yeah.
how many people you can impact, how many people you can help.
Yeah.
And in order to get to those levels in life, ask any big time entrepreneur, bro.
Yeah.
To some extent, maybe not every story was like growing up in the hood.
No, but they
like
went through
having
some
no
hard
food.
shit.
They went through some hard shit in their own way to
sure.
get to where they're at.
For sure.
100%, bro.
For sure, bro. And then I also want to ask about right now and like where you are in life and like trying to also handle a relationship too. Like how
That's crazy. This is a funny question because
I know
I don't have a relationship
it's tough.
anymore.
It's tough.
It's weird, bro. The last relationship I was in was a little weird. Like it was a lot, you know. It was a new environment for me.
Yeah.
That person had circumstances that I was never used to.
Yeah.
And I could have done a lot of things different for sure, and I'm sure she could have, but it was new space for both of us.
Yeah.
And we learned, bro. We learned at
Yeah.
the end of the day, you know.
The only reason why I asked though is because there's probably people like on our same grind, or us, we're on our same grind. There's people around us on our same grind, and it's at least for me, it's tough to handle a relationship. So how would you say, like, do you think if somebody's on our same grind or at least trying to achieve their goals, do you think that they should focus on a relationship or at least look for one, or
No,
not really?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I got really like deep into this one. Like I was like, obviously, bro, all we go for in this world is like love, bro. Fulfillment, the money and the cars and the watch,
because
it's not gonna bring any of that. Okay.
At least for me, sometimes when I'm doing good, bro, I want to come home to a girl that is like, bro, that loves me and that cares about me and that's gonna take care of me. And like sometimes, like, bro, I go home and I'm like, fuck, man, like I wish I had a girl next to me. But then there's other times where I'm like, bro, I'm so busy right now. If I hadn't anything going on right now, it would be I wouldn't have any time for anything right now.
So I'm gonna get into this real quick. Like 5 months ago, I was like already setting myself up for the goals that I wanted to have this year. And I knew that I needed to put it into another gear because I had just bought my house, finished remodeling. I got the car now. I'm chilling, right? So I was getting into like a little comfort zone. And I was like, universe, God, you know, put me through some shit.
Yeah.
Put me through some shit that's going to really take me to the next gear.
Yeah.
And I met this girl and like I really, 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 really like this girl for sure.
Yeah.
This is like one of the girls that I've probably liked the most in my entire life. And I thought my mindset was like unbreakable, you know, and I got checked. I was like, fuck. Like my priorities shifted hard. I was like doing things that I would have never been doing for anybody else. And I was doing them for her because I wanted to. Yeah. It was great. And shit hit the fan and it didn't go well. And I have a lot of love for that person always, for sure.
Yeah.
But now I had that experience and I'm like, I know I had that experience because now I'm going to take shit to the next level. Yeah. And this is back to your question, my take on whether if you're in this grind right now, if you should have a relationship. A relationship is the best thing in the world. When you're happy and in love, there's nothing better than that. But if you're on the way up, you probably shouldn't because when you're waking up next to a girl that you love, it's very, very comfortable, bro. That feeling is very different. You don't wake up like a fucking man with this big dick energy, bro. Like for me to tap into my shit, like my fucking masculinity, right? I gotta wake up, tell a bitch to get the fuck out of my house. Yeah. Get the fucking Uber, you know, Uber Lux for sure. You're not gonna take no random Uber home, and I'm gonna fucking throw some weights around like Andrew Tate says, and I'm gonna fucking get to work. Yeah. It might sound like a dickhead shit to say, but that's the energy I gotta be feeling to be working my best. I can't do that with a girlfriend. As much as it feels great to have a girlfriend and be in love. Yeah. I now understand that little relationship that I had was a learning lesson to be like, all right, that little relationship got me back into like the mindset of like, I need to tap back into that. I need to take shit to the next level, you
Yeah.
know? Because, bro, it's really, like, hard to get out of bed in the morning and want to fucking tear shit up when you got a girl at home, bro.
Yeah.
And then when you want to be, you know, involved in your relationship, I want to take care of my girl. I want to do things with her. I want to build.
Yeah.
You should be in the office. You should be grinding. You should be doing things. Like, the other day I was in the office till 10, 11, and I hadn't done that in months.
Yeah.
And you don't catch yourself because you're just feeling great.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, if you have a good girl by your side that supports you, you will get far in life.
For sure.
But if you But if you want to take shit to the level that I at least want to take shit, and then I know you want to take shit to, right now we cannot have a girl, bro.
Yeah. No,
it doesn't matter if she's the best girl ever,
I completely
and she's
agree.
on the hustle too, and we'll talk about that too because I want to mention something about that.
Yeah.
We gotta be alone, bro. We gotta be little warriors and little soldiers, and we gotta be around men. I live with 3 guys right now.
Yeah.
And I wake up in the morning, and even if I'm feeling bad, at least one of those 2 guys is throwing some weights around.
Yeah.
I wake up and I'm like, I'm
motivate
gonna throw some weights around. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna be active and I'm gonna be happy. And when you open yourself up, which is great again, and you become vulnerable with a girl, someone has the power to make you feel like shit.
Yeah.
No matter how strong your mindset is, how fucking built you are, if shit's going down with your girl, you're gonna feel like
You're
shit.
gonna feel like shit.
So you can't have that.
That's crazy.
You can't give someone the opportunity to make you feel like shit, even if they don't mean it. You know, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you're on a journey, bro, you have to understand that to get to places that not a lot of people go to, you have to do a lot of things that not a lot of people do.
It's true.
The norm is to have a girlfriend, be comfortable, da da da.
Yeah.
If you're not there yet, and again, it's an everlasting journey. It's never gonna be there. But once you have enough, where you're like, all right, I can leverage and chill. That's when you get a girl, because having a girl is the best thing ever.
For sure.
But right now, it's just not the time, bro.
Yeah. No, I
For
completely
sure, it's
agree, bro.
not.
I completely agree.
And how to control your lust.
Yeah, bro. That's tough.
Bro, controlling your emotions is very hard.
And no, what he's saying, controlling your lust is very hard, especially when you have the type of money that you know we're making, because we can get anything whenever we want with the type of money we're making.
Right.
You get
We're
me?
not even making that stupid that fuck
not-
you money.
yeah,
But
it's not
it's like
fuck you
most girls don't even like. Bro, I watched a video the other day. It's like 1.5% of men are over 6 feet tall and make over 70K a year.
Wow.
70K a year. Now let's take it to the next level. How many percent of men are over 6 feet tall, good looking, and make over 300 or 400 or 500K a year? I'm
Probably
sorry,
like
brother, but
0.5,
if you're
0.2%.
that guy and you have a girl, you can respect your girl, you can treat your girl, you can, you know, there's a difference between a simp and a real G.
For sure.
But if you're that kind of a high value man, you have to understand and you have to let your girl know that you're running shit.
Yeah, you're
You
in
know,
charge.
You're
the
in
boss.
charge.
Yeah.
And it's not machista stuff.
No,
It's like,
not.
this is the kind of person that I need, and not every girl's going to fit that, because the girl I was just with had a very strong character.
Same.
I can't be with someone like that. And it doesn't mean I want to be with a fucking girl that's going to roll over
Yeah.
and be super submissive.
Yeah.
But I need you to, at some point, understand that I'm running the show.
Exactly.
And now to talk about the next topic, I don't need a girl that's making money. I don't want a
I love
hustler.
that. I
I don't
love
want
that
a
you
girl
said
that's trying to make, you know, her own shit. I don't need to be hustling with you.
Yeah.
If I have a girl, I need to be able to go home and be like, this is what happened at work.
Exactly.
Even if you're not listening or absorbing the information, you're like my thing to vent.
Yeah.
I don't need a girl that's gonna be on 24 hours like I am. I need someone to like bring me down, you know, like to like understand what I went through, and that's it.
Yeah.
I
To
don't
be
need a
able
girl
to be able
making
to
money.
disconnect.
To disconnect
And
just,
not go home to problems. You feel me?
not even problems, or like I just don't want to talk about work anymore if I'm at home.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I also need a girl that's gonna understand. Like, a lot of guys won't understand this because a lot of guys don't have the income. Not that I have it right now necessarily, but I know I will have it, where I don't need my girl to make money.
Yeah.
I can do things that she can't. And I'm not saying every girl. I'm saying the girl that I want to be with.
Yeah.
And the girl that I want to be with can do things that I can't.
Yeah.
Nurture a family, grow a family.
Exactly.
Take care of my house.
Yep.
If I'm working on different houses, go in there and that's someone I can trust that can manage the operation.
Exactly.
You know, I need a girl like that, bro.
Yeah.
And it's hard to find, but again, right now, I'm not interested. You know?
Exactly.
I'm very
Same.
single, but I'm you know, down to, you know, have fun, but I'm not
Yeah.
dating nobody. Fuck
Same
that.
here, bro. Same here, bro. Right now, just straight grinding, bro. 24/7 grinding. That's it. That's it.
It's hard in the beginning, bro. I mean, this is still recent.
Yeah.
The reason why you asked, you assume that we were together is because we were together like a week ago.
Yeah.
It's still very recent, but
I also asked because that, I mean, to me, bro, that had a really big effect on me.
For sure, bro.
Especially like when I was in a relationship and I was, you know, doing good in work. Bro, I learned a lot from that
for
relationship.
sure.
I learned
What did
a
we
lot.
just talk about, bro?
Exactly.
Tough times.
And
The
it
tough times
definitely
what-
was not a waste of time at all.
No.
At all. But I definitely learned a lot.
30 minutes.
30 minutes, gotcha.
Fire.
And bro, I grew a lot from that. I grew a lot. So I'm very, very thankful for that.
For sure.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It does suck.
It sucks, but it's good because it reminds you like.
And guess what? That was my worst day. But now when I look back now, that was my best day.
For sure.
From that day, bro, I just blew off.
For sure.
And it's not anything with the girl or anything.
No.
Nothing with her. It's just I just switched my mindset.
For sure.
That's it. Because I went through something that, bro, that's tragic, bro. Like your love, you know.
For sure. It's not even about like the love. It's like about, at least I do this and I have to stop. You start creating like those future memories with that person.
I hear you.
You start like envisioning and then like
Holy
you
shit.
start talking about at this point in my life, like the engagement. The person I was with had a kid.
Bro, I was
I've never
doing
been
that at
around that.
21, bro. I was doing that at 21.
That's crazy.
How are you thinking about
That's
that?
crazy. Have you ever been with someone that has a kid?
No.
I've never been with that, and I told myself I never would.
Mm-hmm.
And before her, I was like, I don't want to get married. I don't want anything to do with that, and I don't want a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I met her kid, I was like, damn, I want kids. Like this is,
Yeah.
you know, like,
Yeah.
this one hurts a lot because you start like, you know, getting love
Yeah,
for that,
you
for
start getting
for
close to that kid.
and you're like, not, you know, you're just like, fuck, like this is not just a breakup with you. Like this is now like, and that kid loved me too. It's like, fuck, dude,
It's
you know,
tough. It's tough, bro.
it's tough, bro. But it teaches you a lot for sure.
And imagine if you would have stayed to that, and you would have just been submissive to her. Nah, bro.
I'm not gonna like lie to you and say that I wasn't like losing myself for half a second, because for sure I was. But it's like the discipline. You catch yourself like, yo, I'm slipping, I'm tripping.
Exactly.
I'm giving someone what they don't deserve.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But that's that shit that you need. Like I could literally be here like, damn, I'm gonna fucking, you know, off myself because this girl doesn't do. I can have any girl I want.
Yeah.
I can have any girl I want, and
course,
it's
bro.
not to say that in a bad way, but it's just to remind myself like I'm not there yet. You know,
Yeah.
like I have so much more to learn and to accomplish, that I'm not gonna give the energy that I so value so highly to someone who I don't think
doesn't
deserves
value
it.
it.
Who doesn't
Yeah.
deserve it. You know.
Exactly, bro.
So
Exactly, for sure.
right.
You know what I mean?
The way that I use social media is strictly for motivational and business. Like
100%.
I only watch motivational videos, like reels telling me that, you know, like I can do this shit. You know, you can't stop. You gotta keep doing this shit.
Whatever the things that we're trying to create. If you
Yeah.
go on my phone and you open the explore page, that's all you're gonna. It's straight Andrew Tate.
Yeah, no
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to
girls,
you. That
bro.
guy's a G.
That
guy's a top
you know
G.
what's crazy is that in a lot of my friends, I see in their explore page a lot of girls, but then in my explore page, I see only Andrew Tate or only like the people that I follow, like only motivational stuff, and that's what I think. What people should really be looking at, because that is what's providing value. Not all these
100%.
people dancing on TikTok.
100%.
Not all these people dancing, singing over songs. Like, to me, that's all bullshit, bro.
It is, and I'm gonna say something pretty accurate. I think, in to that respect. Obviously, we're guys, and we all want girls. You know,
Yeah.
we all want to have that freedom or that access to be like, I can get any girl I want.
Yeah.
But what guys don't understand is that we can all have that, right? But just like money, just like girls, if we're chasing the girls, they're never gonna come.
Mm-hmm.
If you have the money, the status, the high value, the girls will flood in. You
Yep.
need to first focus on building yourself up as a man, as a brand, and as a business,
Yeah.
and then you can literally have any girl you want.
For sure.
But if you chase the girls first, before the money or before the status, you're not gonna have that, bro. Like,
Nope.
like girls.
What value are you bringing to the table?
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, and guess
exactly.
what?
So
Guess
if you're responding to a bunch of girls on Instagram and you're nobody, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
Because that's what we're living in. But if you're nobody on Instagram or in the world, you cannot get girls.
Nope.
If you're trying to get an influencer girl that has like 150,000 followers and you don't have 50,000, 100,000 followers,
she's not gonna look at you.
they're not gonna do your shit. But if
Yeah.
you're fucking Justin Bieber and you DM a model that has 300,000 followers, bro, easy, done. Done.
Red in
Even if
5
you're not
seconds.
JB and you don't look that good. If
Yeah.
you're like whatever looking,
Yeah.
but you're a little tall and you have like an influence and you have a
Exactly.
done.
Exactly, bro.
Done.
Red in 5 minutes.
Done.
For sure.
A good tip for someone that wants to create content. When I'm in the car,
Mm-hmm.
an idea flows and I write it down or I voice note it. You know, I
Yeah.
voice memo it as if I were saying it already, and then I go back and I record it. But it's hard to just sit there and not be in a flow state and create a bunch of content.
Yeah.
So you have to just be conscious of it throughout the day. When you see something or when you think of something, you're like, damn, this could be a good bit. Write it down or voice memo, and then when you get in the studio, you know, you record it.
Exactly. For sure. Do you do any like journaling or anything like that?
Notes.
Notes.
I do a lot of notes. Like when I just, you know, when I'm gonna create content, I'll show you right now.
Yeah. That's one thing I really recommend to people. Just journaling.
You
And
see, like I'll just write down like a bunch of. I don't know if the camera can see that.
just
Yeah. It's just like notes, you know. It's just like ideas that I get when I'm like in the shower, when
Yeah.
I'm taking a bath, when I'm getting a massage,
Yeah.
when I'm driving, if you know, or if I see a video. This is another thing. People try to go so deep into like finding out what kind of content they could create. If you go on Instagram and you see a video that you liked and that was dope, digest that video and repurpose that video in your own way. You know,
Exactly.
like, you don't have to come up with like creative shit. Like
Exactly.
some people sway away from like creating a video that says something cliche, but if you say it in your own way and you provide a message for people, that's fine.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, we've said a lot of shit on this pod specifically that's been said probably 1,000 times, but we're resharing it in our own way.
And through our own opinions and through our own, you know, experiences,
bro. It's that was fire.
You like that?
It's about personal experience, bro. No, for
It
real.
is.
Like it. I just like to share my own, and I always go back and refer to my personal experiences because that's all I got.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
all.
that's
That's all
all
anyone
we got,
has, bro.
exactly.
That's all anyone has, bro. They can just share their experiences, share, you know, what they learned through their experiences, and then
In hopes that it changes someone's day and makes a better impact on someone. That's
Exactly.
it. That's all we can do, bro.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. And that's what I want to do, bro. I want to experience so much where I know that at the end of the day, when I have a family, I'm going to be able to provide so much value that I can almost be like, you know, man, my dad has all the answers to everything. You know, my dad is kind of like that for me, where I feel like I can go to my dad for anything and he has the answer like that. I'm like, holy shit.
Absolutely, bro.
Why didn't I think of that? So I want to be the same thing for my kids. I want to be better, bro. I want to be a better example. Not saying that my parents weren't a good example.
But you want to be better.
I want to be better.
100%.
For sure. For sure. bro.
100%. I think let's touch on that topic. We already have, but I think it's important for us and it's our responsibility
Of course.
as future parents to understand the things that happened to us as kids and the trauma that we endured.
Yeah.
And really, really, really make an effort, a selfless effort to not pass that along, because a lot of people just shell up and they're like, you know, they end up acting the same way that their parents did towards them because
Yeah.
they fucked them up
Yeah.
towards their kids. And you're just creating a cycle, an
Yeah.
ongoing cycle. But it's really hard to not do that. But it's not that we should. It's our responsibility, bro. If we're going to bring
Exactly.
another human into this world, we cannot, or we have to try our best not to put that person through what we were put through, you know?
Exactly.
And we know exactly what it takes not to do it because it was done to us. It's like that my mom or dad could have done this different.
Yeah.
So let me do it different, you know? And it's hard. It's hard, and it's because obviously, you know, like now that we're adults, we understand the fights and the arguments and stuff like that, but it's our responsibility to take the hard route and not do that in front of the kid, you know?
Exactly.
Because that shit fucks you up.
It does.
It does.
Bro.
It really does.
It does, bro.
Maybe we should call it mind and grind and deep talk. That's the fire shit though, bro.
I
Like
know.
these are conversations that you have with your best friend.
This is the real shit, bro.
The dope part is that now other people can
Yeah.
like, you know, hear you out.
And what's crazy is that I don't even care that these other people are listening. Like the fact that we're having this
we're being real, dog.
conversation.
I'm
like,
just
I
talking to
value
you
that
right now.
more.
I forget sometimes that the cameras are here, to be honest with you. It doesn't matter.
For sure. I'm getting so much value off this conversation.
We've never
It's
talked
crazy.
like this.
Never.
We've talked before,
Yeah.
but like I've learned a lot about you, and I'm sure you've learned a lot about me today.
Yeah.
And that's what this shit's all about, bro.
Exactly,
For sure.
bro. Exactly. Yeah. When you shared your story, we were going to the Dolphins game. How you were a caddy, and then you started your own golf. You wanted to create your own golf ball. Like,
I did create my own golf ball,
You
bro.
did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. People send me pictures to this day of them golfing, and they're like, "Yo, your golf ball." And I never got to launch it, you know, because it just never got there. But I branded my own golf ball. I tested it. I did R&R for like 2 years.
Yeah.
I've been through it, bro. I've been through a lot of shit, and I've done a lot of shit. And those experiences of failure and small successes is what built me up, and is still building me up to the point where I'm at today, you know?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I had the same experiences, bro. I tried tried what was it? It was called Grind Gear, bro. It was like a whole fashion line for people going to the gym.
I started my own gym brand, Max Out.
Yeah, Max Out. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I have the logo in there, bro. I've done it all, bro.
Yeah,
we've all. That's what people don't understand, dude. Like they really think it's like overnight.
No,
it's not. Anybody that you
bro.
see that has continuous success and that is making it and doing it, it's because they endured thousands of nights of doubt,
for sure, bro,
and fear,
for sure,
and uncertainty.
Even to this day, bro. Even to this day, I still have
absolutely, and
doubts.
that's something that we gotta make sure these people know is that we're not even close.
Exactly,
and all that stuff is still there, but we're just on a different level. You know, it's about leveling up and maintaining that level. But the higher you get, the more levels that you attain, the bigger the hardships get, bro.
Exactly.
If you want to be rich and you want to have money, you better be motherfucking ready to have some stress.
More money, more problems.
More money, more problems, man. If you're not ready for stress, like I see some people in my life and I'm like, yo, why are you stressing right now? I'm like, if you had my plate, and I'm not to say that my plate is bigger than anybody's, or I got more stress than anybody else. I'm sure there's people that are going through more shit.
Yeah.
But I tell certain people, I'm like, if you had my plate, you'd crumble with your mindset. You'd fucking crumble. But I wake up and I'm like, all right, how are we gonna put out fires today?
Yeah.
And when I go to sleep, dog, I sleep like a baby.
Yeah.
I could be burning in fucking flames. I'm sleeping like a kid
baby.
and like a child.
Yeah.
Because sleep is so important. And when I wake up, I'll handle shit. I'll take care of it.
It is, bro.
And I don't really stress about it. If it's gonna fall through, it's gonna fall through. If it's gonna go through, it's gonna go through. Bottom line.
Exactly.
That's it.
Whatever is gonna happen was supposed to happen at the end of the day. At the end of the day,
and sometimes it's a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a hard pill to swallow, but you have to understand that taking that pill, it might be like a long extended release. You know, it might not release right away, but when you swallow that pill, maybe in 6 months or a year, you're going to be like, damn, I had to take that medication for my own good.
For sure, bro. For sure. There was past clients, bro, where I felt like I gave them the best quality service that they ever had, but they still didn't go with me. And I still realized, like, man, you know, I could have said this better. I could have followed up better. I could have done this better. So there's always room for improvement, bro.
Absolutely.
In everything you do, there's always room for improvement. And there's really is no excuses, like how we were talking about in the beginning of the pod. Bro. There's no excuses, bro. There is money to be made everywhere, bro.
So stupid.
I can make money off this podcast. I can make money off this fucking shirt. Like, bro, I can make money off anything that we want to. It's just that people don't have that mindset.
Right.
That's it.
Right. Go keep going.
No, they just have that victim mindset.
The victim mindset, and I want to touch on something. We probably talked about it today already, but you could make money off anything. But it's about finding what you really like, and not only like, but are good at. You know, because it's the difference between passion and chasing something that you're good at could be different. You could be really good at something that you're not super passionate about, but you have to focus on that one thing that you're good at. Yeah. Because I can sell that shirt, I can sell this podcast, I can sell real estate, but if I don't focus and dive in on one thing and do 10, 15, 20 years in that one thing, I'll never become the best.
Exactly.
Ever.
Exactly.
You have to become the best, bro.
For sure, bro. One thing that I tell my friends is that, let's say they want to do something specific, like, for example, my boy wants to become a loan officer. I tell him, bro, go work under the best loan officer that you can find. Work under him for 2 years. Yeah. Learn everything that you can, bro. Absorb. Maybe too long, but absorb everything.
They think that is too long. That's not 2 years is nothing, man.
Yeah, no. Figure out what you want to do. Go work for the best person for at least 2 years. Absorb all the information you can, and then do whatever you want with that information. Create your own business or brand, or help the person that you learn from and help them expand. If you really want to do that. Me personally, I would create my own business and create my own team. But yeah, bro. Like anything you do, anything you want to do, just go learn from the best
and do it
and replicate, bro.
People were into that crypto thing at one point, and I still think crypto's gonna be a really big thing in the future. But a lot of people got rich really quick, and when you get rich really quick and you don't go through the things that people have to go through, you're not gonna maintain that. You're not gonna learn how to expand that wealth. Yeah, and she's gone into something else. Like that's important also too. Understanding that. At first, it's about the digits. You know, if you're really good at something that you might not like, grind it out for 5-10 years, build a foundation, and then go do what you love. Like, bro, honestly, what my dream, and hopefully it comes into fruition one day, and it will.
Bro. It will, bro.
I want to just play golf all day and record badass golf YouTube videos and just fuck around with my boys. I will. When I have the foundation, I will.
This guy. But
right now, I gotta do this shit. No, I was playing golf today.
This guy I
can kill it on the golf course, bro. For real.
This guy's crazy. Oh yeah, bro. Where can everybody find you?
At Alexis Valladares with an extra S at the end. That's it.
There we go.
You can I'm gonna do that cool thing I've always wanted to do. You can right here. You can just click right here.
Hey, I like that. What, Instagram? You're on Instagram, right?
I'm mainly on Instagram. I'm trying to put some stuff out on TikTok, but again, bro, I'm not really stressing, man. I'm going with the flow. I'm putting out content. I can see the difference already when I go out, and people talk to me. They're like, "Duh, what you're putting out is great," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna keep putting it out, bro. This is a long-term game, bro. At the end of the day, bro. I can keep pumping this out for 10 years, even if I don't make a dime. Yeah, but it's just a little by little.
Exactly, bro.
It's just most people are not down for that, bro. Most people are not down to chip away. Nope. Dog. They think they're gonna do one big thing and it's gonna be the craziest thing ever. Nah, man, you gotta chip away. It's literally like building a house, bro. It's one brick at a time.
It is
one concrete. Thing at a time, bro. That's what it is, and it takes a lot of time.
It is.
So that's why I go back to when I say the goal isn't what it really is. because when you start manifesting something, right? Like if you're broke as hell and you want a Lambo and you get the Lambo in a month, you're gonna freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
But
You're
if
not
you
gonna know what the fuck to do.
Right. If you grind your ass out for 4 years, 5 years, it's not gonna be from one day to another. You're gonna hit levels, and little by little, you're gonna get lost in the day to day. And when you get the Lambo, it's not gonna be the craziest shit ever.
Exactly.
And the people around you are not gonna freak out either because it's been a little by little thing.
Exactly.
You know, so that's what people I think don't understand, that it's just not what it is, bro.
It's not, bro.
Not.
People don't see the late nights. People don't see, you know, all the no's that we get. You know,
But every no is one step closer to a yes.
Exactly.
Every time I get told no, I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. That's
exactly.
one
That's
fucking
one more
no
no
closer to a motherfucking yes, bro.
Yep.
Hell yeah. I get so pumped up, and I tell people off on the phone. When I get no, I'm like, bet.
Yeah.
Bet. Perfect. You're just one more client that I knew wasn't mine. I'm on to the next. That's it.
It's just a number game, bro. A numbers game. It's a numbers game with everything. Anything you do, it's just a numbers game.
Yeah. For me, on the phones at least, now that we're talking about this, it's like every time that I get on the phone, I know it's literally a $30,000 opportunity. Yeah. Because I've made 30 grand off a phone call.
Oh, for sure.
So how can I not get pumped up to get on the phones? You know?
Exactly.
How can you not get pumped up to get on the phones? Like
exactly.
If you're in sales and you know what your business can bring you, you're gonna have rough days, bro. Because I have rough days and I don't want to call and I don't call. Yeah. But you just gotta understand that when you got someone on the phone, like depending on what you do, that relationship can bring you a lot of money.
For sure, bro. For sure. I've had conversations with people that I never expected would give me the connections that I have today. It's insane. Like,
but you don't know who you're talking to, man.
No, bro.
You don't know who you're talking to or who that person that you're talking to knows.
When I first started insurance, bro, I started just DMing loan officers and realtors on social media day and night, bro. And I got a bunch of, oh yeah, we're gonna keep you in mind. Oh yeah, we already have an insurance agent. But bro, when I got that first one where it's like, oh yeah, I have a deal now that you can work now. Literally, I remember the person. Her name is Stephanie, bro. She gave me an opportunity, and I showed her what I can do, and from there she introduced me to now the biggest people that I work with today.
You're like the guy, bro. I don't know if you know this, bro, but this is like the guy, like the insurance guy in Miami, bro. Like everybody's like, oh, who do you use for insurance? Julian? Yeah. We use Julian. This guy's legit, bro. And you're what, 22?
22, bro.
22 years
22
old.
22 and grinding, bro.
That's
22.
crazy, bro. You're fucking, and again, back to that comment where I was like 125 only, bro. Bro, every single 22-year-old wishes they had what you had.
I know, but
why not? But why not more?
Exactly.
Bro? Why not more?
No, you're right. You're right, bro. You're right. And now that I think about it, I'm like, damn, 125K.
Sit the fuck back down in front of your computer and reset those goals, bro. It's February. You got time.
For sure, bro.
I might do the same. I might go back and say, fuck it, 5 mil.
Let's do it, bro.
Even if it sounds absurd, bro. So much
it doesn't matter,
there,
bro. It doesn't matter. Even if you don't hit 5 mil, guess what? You might hit 2 mil. That's what we stand for on Mine and Grind podcast, baby.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Is that it? Are we done? Yeah. Sheesh. That was fire.
What's up, everybody? My name is Julian Manis, your host of Mine and Grind podcast. And for our first episode today, I'm here with my boy, Alexis Valladares.
What's good? Talk to me, sheesh.